Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. I am Karna Gajpie from Srajan Welfare Society. I am pursuing BHMS. As you all know, that Srajan since its inception is working for women empowerment. We work in different fields like women education, their health and employment. Today, I have something interesting topic which is medical and health related. We will be talking about why we should choose homeopathic treatment. People have been using different modes of treatment since ages. Then why would someone choose homeopathy? To make you understand this, I'll be providing you different facts and experimental study of homeopathy. So first of all, let's discuss what is homeopathy. Basically, homeopathy allows the body to heal itself by triggering body's natural responses. And how does it happen? Homeopathy works on the body's smallest unit of life. What is it? It is cell. And what we have in cell is DNA. So yes, it's a science based on genetics. Homeopathy is a holistic science. Holistic here means to treat a person as a whole. Here, every patient is considered as a unique individual and this approach is known as constitutional approach. Human body is considered as a self-maintaining living system. Our body continuously maintains its internal environment through homeostasis. And if there is a slight disturbance in this internal environment, disease prevails. And here comes the role of homeopathy, to revert it back to normal, to health. So it's right to say, homeopathy treats man-made disease, not disease in man. Homeopathy removes infection by stimulating natural defense mechanism. There are two laws of healing. First is law of opposite, second is law of similar. And homeopathy treats the patient using medicines. It removes infection by stimulating natural defense mechanism. One important distinction to remember is that this is not any supplement therapy, not vitamin therapy. It is medicine, which means you can cease its use when the condition has been corrected. There are two laws of healing. First is law of opposite, second is law of similars. And homeopathy treats patient with medicines using law of similars. Let's talk about where these sources of medicines come from. Basically, there are three different sources or kingdom we can say from where the homeopathic medicines come. First is plant kingdom, second animal kingdom and mineral kingdom. These medicines are experimentally proven on healthy human beings to possess the power of producing similar suffering. Means to cure a patient with those drugs that produce similar symptoms to the suffering of a patient. This is the true meaning of homeopathy. Homeos means similar, pathos means suffering. And here implies the law of similars. The smallest dose of medicine is given to stimulate the curative reaction of organism. In homeopathy, quality of medicine is important than quantity of medicine. We have also heard about different myths about homeopathy. Let's discuss that. First myth that I've heard is there is no research in homeopathy. But the fact is, homeopathy is an advanced system of medicine and its constituents are proved by nanotechnology. And homeopathy is a scientific method of treatment and its efficacy is based on evidence-based studies. First myth that we have heard about homeopathy is that there is no research in homeopathy. But the fact is, homeopathy is an advanced system of medicine and its constituents are proved by nanotechnology. And homeopathy is a scientific method of treatment. Its efficacy is proved by clinical trials. Next myth that we have heard is that homeopathy is a slow-acting medicine. But the fact is, it acts rapidly and its action starts as it touches your tongue. The myth that we have heard about homeopathy is a slow-acting medicine. But the fact is, it acts rapidly and its action starts at the moment the medicine touches your tongue. The speed at which the homeopathic medicine works depend upon the stage at which the patient has presented for the treatment. And the quicker the patient has arrived, the quicker is the cure. And yes, chronic diseases naturally take some time to cure. Talk about next myth, that homeopathic medicine contains steroids and heavy metal. But the fact is, there is no place for steroids in homeopathy. As I mentioned, the sources for the preparation of medicine come from different kingdoms, plant, animal and mineral. They undergo lengthy process of potentization and dilution. That means that there won't even be a trace of crude metal in it. Let's talk about next myth, that homeopathy medicines are prescribed on emotion. But the fact is, medicine prescribing giving importance to both mental and physical attributes. Another myth is like homeopathy is a homegrown doctor. That is not true. Next myth that we have heard is homeopathic medicine is prescribed only on emotion. But the fact is, medicines prescribing giving importance to both mental as well as physical attributes. Another myth that we have heard is homeopathy is a homegrown doctor with no medical background. That is not true. Homeopathy is a full-fledged medical science which requires rigorous study. So, do not believe in myths. Let's take this video to something new, interesting thing. Let's talk about one interesting story about Dr. James Tyler Kent, a best remembered forefather of modern homeopathy. In his earlier days, he practiced electric physician at St. Louis. He had knowledge of homeopathy, but he was not impressed by it. Once in 1878, his wife, Lucy, became ill. In spite of Lucy's symptom of nervous weakness, insomnia and anemia, being treated by both orthodox and electric physician, her condition continued deteriorate. She was bedridden for months. On his wife's request, Dr. Richard, a homeopathic physician, was called to see Lucy. Following his prescription, she made a dramatic recovery. As a result, Kent elected to study homeopathy with Dr. Richard and changed himself from electricism to homeopathy. He considered homeopathy to be the only therapy that is only guided by laws and principles, and the only one to give importance to the fundamental cause of the illness. Just like this, I have many more examples in which allopathic physicians have transformed themselves into homeopathic physicians after watching the dramatic recoveries and results in homeopathy. Let's talk about some facts about homeopathy, that why we should choose homeopathy. In homeopathy, physician treats a patient from his head to toe without requiring any further specialization. Homeopathy restores and boosts immunity and vitality of the patient. Most importantly, that there is no side effect. It is cheapest and effective mode of treatment. Let's talk about some facts that why you should choose homeopathic treatment. In homeopathy, physician treats a patient from head to toe without requiring any further specialization. Next, homeopathy restores and boosts immunity and vitality. Most importantly, it has no side effects. It is the cheapest and most effective mode of treatment. It is safe and helps to build resistance. The treatment addresses disease at the root level, hence enhancing the resistance to the disease. Homeopathy is for all age groups. Safe for every age groups, even in neonates, newborns, even during pregnancy or lactating women, because there is no risk of toxicity or side effects. It shows wonderful result in psychiatric disorders. There is a whole series of positive evidences for the effects of homeopathic remedies for the mental disorders such as depression, anxiety disorders, addiction or any other mental disease. It also helps to improve late learning in growing children, like it helps to improve their concentration power, increase their appetite if they are late in learning, late in talking or in walking. It also helps the couple to cure infertility and helps to produce offsprings without any complex artificial reproductive technique. Let me give you an example about one homeopathic medicine. Have you ever imagined a flower blooming in your garden is used as homeopathic medicine? Yes, it's Calendula officinalis, or commonly known as pot marigold. This flower is used for the treatment of sore throat, menstrual cramps, etc. Let's make a connection of homeopathy with the work of Srajan. In Srajan, we work for women health, education and employment. So we have role of homeopathy in women's overall health related problems. Homeopathy helps in the treatment of polycystic ovarian disorder, menstruation disorders, menopausal symptoms, any mental health related problem during pregnancy. It treats infertility and many more. So homeopathy is proven effective in enhancing overall women's health. Now let's talk about something else. On watching current pandemic situation around the globe, we suggest people not to panic and believe in homeopathic treatment for COVID. Why we should choose homeopathic treatment for COVID? The answer is simple. You can get treatment at home without getting panic because it is based on symptoms, irrespective of the name of disease. And right now there is no specific medicine for COVID in allopathy. What they provide is just antibiotic in name of treatment. And treatment in multi-speciality hospitals is way more expensive. People are suffering from non-availability of beds, lack of oxygen, etc. And history reveals that during the earlier pandemics, in earlier years when the pandemic has arrived, the mortality rate using homeopathic treatment was very much low. It helps in removing post-COVID symptoms also, like weakness, irritability, chest pain, loss of appetite, etc. And it also helps in reducing the after effects or ill effects of vaccination also. So here comes the end of this video. I have told you about many things, many facts about homeopathy, how it is very beneficial to improve your overall mental health and physical health or emotional health. That's all. Thank you everyone for your patient listening.